Okay, guys, good afternoon, good morning, good night, whenever y'all watching this, man. We are going to be dissecting the 2025 Dynasty landscape for the quarterbacks and how it's going to work today. We are basically assigning a position on this graph that I made, right? Where on the x-axis we got either if it's a rebuild or a win now, and on the y-axis we got whether the player is safe or risky. Okay, let's say we got Josh Allen, right? If I put him on the rebuild side, okay, that means he's only good for rebuilding teams. You don't need him for a win now, right? If I put him on the win now, he's only good for win now situations. Now, if I put him on the bottom right, that means he's only a contending asset. He's only a contending asset, but is very, very risky. Now, on the contrary, if I flip him to the top right corner, that means he is super safe contending asset. If I put him in the middle, that means he's neither super safe nor neither super risky, and he's good for either a win now team or a rebuilding team. Okay, now Josh Allen, he's good for all situations, right? I will put him a little bit closer to the win now side, but again, he's very balanced, super safe. You can't go wrong with Josh Allen. Anthony Richardson on the other end, he's very risky, very risky. So I'll put him on the bottom. Now the thing is, you can use him in the rebuilding area, right? You want to take some shots on a high upside, high risky player, right? And you can also use him in a contending asset as a contending asset, right? Because if he does play, okay, he's going to get you points, right? So I'll put him in the middle, right? Because he is the riskiest player right now, in my opinion. But you can use him both for contending, if you're contending, or if you're rebuilding. Okay, Baker Mayfield, I think he is very safe. He's a very safe player. I will put him on. Hold on. I will put him more on the win now situation. Um, he does have a little risk to him. I'll put him right here, but he's more win now, right? Uh, a little way more riskier than Josh Allen, right? So I'll put him probably right here. Balanced. Actually, let's put him right here because he's more of a win now piece, in my opinion. Um, Neither super safe nor super risky, but you're gonna get your points, right? Bo Nix, okay, in my opinion, super safe, and you can use them for contending, win now, rebuilding, whatever. I put him more on the this side, right? Because I mean he was top 10 in points per game. I'll put him right here, and I think he's very safe. There's not too much risk with him right now, especially after his first year, his rookie year. Okay, let's put him right there. And you can use him for both contending if you're contending or if you're rebuilding. Brock Purdy, I do think he's he you again balanced. You can use him for both. If you're rebuilding or win now, right? And he's neither super safe nor super risky. I think he's a balance. I think you're good right there with Brock Purdy in the middle. Bryce Young, I would put him more on the rebuilding side, but there is risk with Brock. There is risk with Bryce Young because Bryce Young, we seen him get benched, right? Um, we seen him, kind of lose his confidence, and now year three with Tet in the mix, there is it should be better than what we've seen, but there is some risk to it. So I'll put Bryce Young right there, but more on the rebuilding side. Okay, let's do that. Let's put him right here. Joe Burrow, super safe, super safe. You can put him right here because he's younger than Josh Allen. Okay, and you can use him for both win now, rebuilding, whatever you want. Caleb Williams, um, you can put him right here because there is some risk into Caleb Williams, but his draft capital, and Ben Johnson with him, uh, and Ben Johnson with the Bears right now, it's very high upside, right? I would put him near that Bo Nix area. Let's put him right there. But Bo Nix is proven, right? So there's a little bit more risk. Put him over here. If you're rebuilding, you can definitely use Caleb Williams. CJ Stroud, I'll put him right here, right? Because that sophomore slump will hit him hard, right? Not too much risk, right? Um, put him right there. But he's more of a rebuilding piece, in my opinion. If you're trying to win right now, it's not really it. Dak Prescott, uh, he's definitely a win now piece, way more than Baker. Let's put him right over here. There's not too much risk with Dak Prescott. You know you're gonna get 1 to 2 years with him at the minimum, right? Um, but he is more of a win now piece, right? So let's put him over here. Okay, Sam Darnold. There's some risk to Sam Darnold. I'll put him right here, but he's more of a win now piece. He's got a 3 year deal with the Seahawks, and so it's not too much risk. But again, he's not for a rebuilder. He is going to get you points. He's around almost 30 years old, So let's go ahead and put Sam Darnold, same area as Baker, a little bit less, right? A little bit more than Baker, right? Because Baker, let's do that. Let's do that right there. Yeah. And he's a little bit risky because again, he got a 3 year deal, right? But he was a backup. We have seen Sam Darnold kind of afloat from team to team, you know. And so started with the Jets, Panthers, Niners, Vikings, and now he's with the Seahawks. So there's that risk to it. But I do like Sam Darnold a lot. Jackson Dart, um, let's go ahead and put him right here. He's definitely a rebuilding piece. Not too much risk because of his draft capital. Right there, what you're getting. Justin Fields, he, in my opinion, same area as Sam Darnold, um, but he got a 2 year deal with the Jets, and so I would say there's a little bit more risk with Sam Darnold with Justin Fields, but you could use him as a rebuilder, right? I'll put him over here. Put him right there. But Justin Fields is going to get you points this year and possibly next year. So maybe he is a. Let's put him right here with Darnold, right? A lot more risk in dynasty wise, right? With that 2 year deal instead of the 3. So let's put him under Darnold. But you can go ahead. He's definitely a win now piece, in my opinion. Joe Flacco, like, I mean, there's not too much risk with Joe Flacco. You can probably get him for a waiver wire pick. You know what I'm saying? Um, he's definitely a win now piece, right? Yeah, so I'll put him right here. Super safe. Actually, no, it's not really that safe because honestly, you got Flacco. Yeah, so let's just put him right here. Really risky, but he's definitely a win now piece. Gino, same thing like Darnold, except he's even more of a win now piece because he's way older than Sam Darnold. Okay. There's not too much risk with Gino, similar to Prescott, but a little bit more. Okay, let's put him right there. Jared Goff, He's a safe win now piece, in my opinion. Put him with Baker. Actually, but let's move Baker up. Let's move Baker up. Ding dong. Move him here. Let's move Goff there. Yeah. Actually, move him here. I like that. Herbert, super safe. And you can kind of put him. I'll put him right here. Herbert's super safe. You're good with Herbert. Hurts, super safe as well. I would say he's more of a win now piece as well. I mean, Loki, you can just put him right here with Josh Allen and Burrow. Hurts is around the same age as Burrow. Okay. Daniels, super safe, and you can use him for any type of situation, whether you win now or rebuilding. Okay, let's put him in this area as well. But if you are rebuilding with, I mean, gosh, you can put him, he can be for any team. So, there we go. Super safe. I'd say Hurts has a little bit more risk to him. Nah, whatever. I think that's good. Jordan Love, let's put him in the same area as Bo Nix, right? You can use him for any type of situation. A little bit more risk for with Jordan Love, but yeah, let's do that. Let's do that with Purdy. Actually, we'll put him where Purdy is. Let's do that. Kyler, a little bit more win now. A little bit. Let's do that right there. Lamar up here with your boys. Mahomes, super safe, right there with your boys. Drake May, super safe. More rebuilding asset. Let's put him right here. JJ McCarthy. Let's put him right here. There's a little bit more risk due to the ACL injury than Drake May, but I see them both in the same type of category. And he's more of a rebuilding asset. Penix, Penix as well has kind of injury risk. I'll put him right there. Bless me. Yarhamakullah. Okay, Aaron Rodgers. He's a win now. There's not too much risk with Aaron Rodgers. Actually, there is, because what if he just decides, hey, I'm leaving to do ayahuasca? Out of shock. Let's put him. He's super risky, but he's definitely a rebuilding asset. Stafford in the same situation. Put him all the way here. You're winning now. This is who you want. Okay. And Trevor Lawrence. Let's put him in the same area as these guys right here, with Love, Purdy, and Love and Purdy. There we go. Let's do that, because I do think this is the year for him. Tua, super risky, right? Because you never know what's up with him, but he's more of a win now asset, right? I'll put him like all the way here. And then we got Cam Ward, and we can put Cam Ward in the same area as JJ. No, he's not too risky, to be honest, as these guys. And that right there, guys. That's it. Anthony Richardson is the most riskiest player in fantasy football. And your safest players are guys like Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Jaden Daniels, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, Drake May, and Cam Ward. Okay, now thinking about that, there is a little bit more risk. Let's put Bo Nix up there too with Justin Herbert. I think they're very super safe guys right there. And I think Jordan Love is safe. Let's put him right here. More a safer player. I think you're good with Jordan Love right here. Yep. And that is it. Okay, now we're done. Okay. Let me know what y'all think, man. Let me know what y'all think about this. I personally, I like it. You know, there's something new. I haven't seen it done before. So just let me know what y'all think. Um, and create your own. You know what I'm saying? I can go ahead and I can y'all see how I did it, and let me know again if y'all if you think I should make any adjustments to this graph, you know, if I should change some of the titles, you know what I'm saying? And go ahead, subscribe, follow if you're new. All right, like the video, share. I appreciate y'all. Thank you.